Hey guys, this is Olivier, aka Nerdy Fresh. I am here with some beautiful melanated sisters, okay? And business entrepreneurs. I have Yaniqua Speaks right here, honey, amongst other things. And I have Nikki from Nikki's Place.
Hi.
Put some soul in your food, honey, with that seasoning. Nikki's Blend, you better go cop you some.
For real. Coming out soon to your doors.
Oh my gosh, guys, I am here and having these beautiful melanated sisters here to talk about success in today's economic market and what it means to our generation and you know, other facets of what success should be and what is currently looked at, and to open up the discussion about it. So we're gonna dive in and talk about, you know, what society deems to be successful today. So what do you guys think that society deems as success nowadays?
I feel like whatever society sees, that's what success
true.
is.
Social
because,
media really influences that.
Yep, that's where the bulk of society put their eyes. A lot of people are more into social media than just being natural and being present in their life. So
they're showing the glitz and glamour, not the nitty gritty.
Right.
So you see fake success, not real success.
But you know, you never know. It's just people only showing like their high moments instead
Not
of just
the
showing the process. Right.
I feel like society stamps success on how our history was created. You know, our history was basically created on hard work. Like young men were working at like newspaper boys or in factories already when they were like 10.
Where there's rooming outside the shop in the morning, yeah.
And they grew to have something, but as over time, I feel like people started to get the money hungry because they did see social media. So it is connecting back to social media of how, you know, you want to be this doctor, lawyer person, and you want to have a lot of money.
Yes.
That's what America wants you to be.
Like the old industrial way of doing things. Go to college, get that degree, put in your years at this law firm or this doctor's office.
This is what you're going to be deemed successful.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also on the other end, people could not even know what you're doing. They could just see you like taking trips or, posting pictures, have no clue what you're doing.
Living your best life.
Right, and they will look at that as success.
But
is it true success?
Right.
Is it truly success?
Right.
Because I think what happens in society now, and I put a post on my social media, essentially we're so busy trying to look successful than actually gaining success.
Right.
And that's an issue because the social media has created this illusion of success. But 9 times out of 10, most of these illusionists aren't really successful. And, meaning like success could mean different things for different people. So I don't want to like down anyone, like, social media influencers or anything of that sort. But success meaning true happiness within, good love, a life in regards to relationships that you have, being able to have the means to carry out the lifestyle that you wish to do so, things of that nature. That's what I mean when I talk about success, not just monetary gains.
Right.
So,
But that's what society will see it as.
Yeah.
Monetary gains.
So yeah, I mean I feel like that gives into the monetary gains and everything. I think that's what most people in society deems as successful. But let's really dive into the video and essentially the college aspect and like how like your parents, back in the industrial age and how they're told get a college degree and that will write you to success. That will carry you to success. And nowadays we're seeing a lot of individuals highly educated but still not essentially given that promise of success because you have a lot of them working underemployment or whatnot and so many things. But I just want your take on that and in regards to college and what's going on within our millennials.
Okay, so first off, I just want to say now, one thing that I've learned more recently is that a lot of millennials are not going to college because they feel like education should be free. So they're not going. So the colleges are depending on more like people that's older to go to college. So they're trying to clear some of the debt. That's what they say they're trying to do. But I feel like because of all of these, because of that, for one, how expensive it is just to have
worth it.
Your education, and also because it's still streamlined to teach you in a certain way.
Right.
People just decide that, okay, I can just do this, you know,
My
that's
own.
still real life.
I can learn via YouTube, Google, or whatever the facet or.
But the reality is, you have to have some stuff on paper to even get looked at or to be serious or whatever. But if not, then your job got to be on a whole nother level.
And essentially, I think that's a great thing because it forces our millennials to like become entrepreneurs,
balance out,
and become, you know, these hustlers and boomers and shakers out here, and essentially to get to the success that they wish to do so without that paper. And it's that ingenuity within ourselves. We have these social media influencers, these YouTubers, photographers that are providing, you know, nice photos. You have people starting up more businesses, and people are essentially like, I don't know about you guys, but millennials are essentially more focused on overall like success, the whole overall meaning of like a lifestyle of freedom. Because most of 9 times out of 10, once you get that degree, you're tied down to that 9 to 5 for the remainder of your working career life. And what companies are seeing nowadays is the lack of tenure amongst their industry, and like a lot of millennials are essentially shifting job hunting or job hopping in order to like either for better pay or better work life, better balance. And eventually when they realize at the end of the day, like I have to work for myself to gain what I want. Because you're just a number to these companies. They don't really care about you. At the end of the day, you're helping build somebody else's dream, you know? So I think what happened is we're seeing a lot of the new age millennials trying to make do the old ways of, you know, like our parents, like, you know, the industrialized, like, you know, when jobs, like when you get that degree, you're set for life. You're guaranteed that livelihood of being able to live above minimum wage.
But you know, it was like a generational cycle of, you know, if you go to this school, Princeton and Yale and Harvard, they're going to get sent and funneled to that CEO and corporation.
Exactly.
But versus our, you know, situation, we're not connected to that higher up epsilon that they want to call having this degree that
allows us to have these 6-figure income.
But you're going to work at a warehouse or a factory. You could work up now. That's why unique. We're bringing in your point of the older generation going to college, because now that you know you want to move up in the world, you're tired of working in this factory. But you need an education. That's what they're promising you. If you get this master's degree, if you get this associate's degree or whatever, you'll be able to get more income. But are they giving that opportunity?
No, they're not.
And
really
feel bad for the college students because they require you to have, they put you into debt, they require you to have experience before even getting a job, which means that I tried to have experience through college,
but no one is giving me a chance.
No one is giving me an opportunity. So is that telling you go straight to college right after you get out of high school? Or is it telling you you might want to get experience having a job here or there, or
figure out what you really want to do,
and building something of what you want to do besides being this, not saying you're a robot, but basically they're telling you do this or you will fail. If you don't go to college, you will have nothing in your life. But that's what we've been
us as millennials,
brainwashed.
Yes.
And
It's the conditioning.
It's conditioning.
Yes. Oh my God, because there's some trades out here, guys, like licensures that you can get in a minimalist time frame and be making 6-figure income. Like whether it's real estate, getting your interior designing certification, becoming a paralegal.
Man, mechanic, the guy that we're here at his house right now.
We're in his home, his dwelling. He's a mechanic, a certified mechanic, working from home. Beautiful home in Ocala right now. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do not have to go to college to get the quality of lifestyle that you wish and dream of. And that's what essentially this vlog is about. Because success can mean so many different things to so many different people. But I feel like society essentially like has closed the discussion and catered it to go to college, get this degree, and work for Tom and Jerry, essentially. You know what I'm saying?
Now we know, like I feel like most people that may be watching this will be more millennials, that they have to still recognize what success is to them. Because if you don't go to college and you're getting structure in college, and a lot of people need structure. So when you don't have certain things to put that structure on yourself, even if it's money, you spending your money on something could bring more structure within you. But if you don't have certain types of things like that, you have to find that structure within yourself by knowing what is it that is essentially success for you. Because it's,
and that's why
I've seen go into that.
I've seen a lot of like some of my friends, they go in the military And because they know that they lack the infrastructure, they go in for 4 years, pay their civic duty in serving our country, and come out with the infrastructure that's instilled in them from the military. And I kid you not, every time they come back to private life, private citizen life, they hit the gate running. When I tell you, setting up businesses, thriving. Because my thing is, a lot of things that I'm experiencing as a millennial is because we have kids raising kids.
Yes.
We don't have the necessary structure or the foundation to handle life. Like, I mean, real life.
Right.
So
life not dependent on
somebody else. Being
right.
dependent solely on you.
Right.
And that military life will get you right in a hurry, honey. Man, look. Oh! But essentially, I've seen a lot of success going into the military and getting what you need from them and making it work for you. Yeah. And then plus you get free education because you got the GI Bill that pays for your education and furthering your life. Whether or not, some people, they even fall in love with the military and stay in there for years, pay their dues and come out 20 years, live their best life and have a beautiful retirement. Whatever the case may be, success is not a one-path road. There's various variations to it, And I feel like the reason why I was so passionate about doing this vlog with these beautiful ladies, these are entrepreneurs that are sitting here. Successful entrepreneurs. You have a single mom right here. I mean, I'm sure you're hearing the kid in the background having fun in Hakikian, but she's running and operating a small, medium-sized business, okay? And you have this right here, a college graduate, a master's degree, running and operate a fully black-owned soul food kitchen. All right? Girl, that soul food kitchen make you want to slap your mama. Period. Okay? And we've all been conditioned to go to college. We've all had our experiences in regards to the college infrastructure into success. Okay? And I didn't finish my college degree. She did. And I know she's working on possibly finishing, but currently she's on a hiatus due to some conflicts or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, there's not a one-path road, and essentially this vlog is to open up that discussion. And I feel like we've done such a great job in going into it and delving into what really is at the core and root of why, we're having a lot of millennials unhappy with themselves and where they are currently.
Suicide death is on the rise.
It's such a high rate.
And I'm, very concerned for the growing generation to see that their own brothers and sisters are taking their lives because of stress, because of standing up to standards that their parents expect this high production rate of their lives, but they're just trying to be themselves, or they feel like they're not standing up to the standards. They feel like their self-worth is low because of society placing these high standards of success and your SAT scores, your ACT scores, all these tests that's not even designed for you as a person. You have to live your life because a test ain't gonna be there right now on paper when you have to pay those bills. When you're negative 88 cents on your account and you can't pay the light bill or the water bill, but you have people that depend on you to be able to provide this certain lifestyle. There ain't no test for that, okay? That's life. That's experience. Right, and that's what we're trying
and that's
to help
what they're not teaching in these books.
Right.
And that's what they're not teaching in these high schools.
Mm-hmm.
You have all... Yes. How to cook, how to do laundry, certain necessities. And what's sad that the kids have to go to school to learn that. It's because you have kids raising and teaching other kids. The foundation is not necessarily there. You know what I'm saying? And it just creates that void. And essentially, so you're having a lot of these schools at a disadvantage, and some of these students are not able to compete with other students because they do come from that loving background that provides the necessary education outside of the school. And, I think not everybody has that same conditioning. So, honestly, all I want to say in regards to the suicide rate, stop judging your life based on somebody else's highlights, okay? Because that is a detriment to you and who you are as an individual. Because your success could look completely different from somebody else's. It may be you just signing up to go to the Peace Corps for a year after high school and not necessarily going to college. Don't feel bad about that because you have no idea what you really want to do with your life. Or it may be you, working for an organization that you've been working for since high school and you enjoy and it provides a quality of life and happiness. Don't let somebody stumble your happiness, okay? Just because they've been told something that necessarily fits their views or perception doesn't necessarily mean that's what's best for you. And a lot of the reason the unhappiness that are occurring in your life right now is because you're out here listening to other people's opinions that are not clearly cutting you a check, okay? You're not taking them long, nice strolls to the bank to cash, okay?
Well, I want to speak on, since you address people that may be experiencing like suicidal thoughts, like I want to just say something about that. I feel like the most important thing to portray is that they're here for a reason. Like, we're all here for a reason. And,
Yes.
you know, even if you're worrying about somebody judging you a certain way or any of that, you have to just know, like, this is really not the end. Unless, like, if you want it to be the end, let it be a new beginning the next day.
Yes.
Because you have the right to do that. You have the freedom to do that no matter what somebody may feel or believe or say or make you feel like you should be, what status they make you feel like you should be at. But I really feel like people just need to understand that, you know, we have the power of a second chance, a third chance, or just being present in life. Being present in life all the time is there's always gonna be another step.
Because you're a blessing and a testimonial to somebody out there, okay, that's watching, that's silent, but watching you so closely that your steps, your downfalls, your mistakes are the reason why you give them hope to be here today, okay? My thing is, you never know who's watching you. And that's why, I don't know if you guys watched the BET Awards,
Yeah.
and, you know, when Tyler Perry said that, that beautiful speech, and I'm gonna post it on here, so let me go ahead and pause that real quick and let you guys see this video so that we can go ahead and discuss this.
You have my heart, we'll never be words apart. Maybe in magazines, but you still be my star, baby. 'Cause in the dark, you can't see shiny cars, and that's when you need me there. With you I'll always share, because when the sun shines we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever, said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath that I'm stick it out till the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella, you can stand under my umbrella.
Hey y'all, so we just got done seeing the video. I know you just saw it, and we wanted just a little discussion about it. And Unique was bringing up a good point.
So the last thing that he said, remind me of the last thing he said. He said somebody is living off of your
It's tied to your dream.
It's tied to your dream. Somebody is tied to your dream. So the way that I took that as saying somebody is tied to your dream, like a lot of these like companies that we use, like even Facebook, Instagram, when we place our ads on their website, like they're tracking, you know, what we enter, what sells, what gets the highest ratings. Like our culture and our way of living is what sells for these other companies. You always have to have like a black person on certain shows or on certain music and all of this stuff for it to sell. So when he say tied to your dream, their dream is tied to your dream. They can easily make money off of your dream unless you own your stuff. Like he said, you need to own it.
Ownership is very important, and I talk about this all the time. Oh my gosh, yes. Because
we, like, as millennials, like, we understand, okay, we already need to, like, be working for ourselves. We don't need to be dependent on them. Like, we already understand that part. But the part that we don't get is the ownership part, the legalities behind certain things. Like, and that's, you know, that is why some people go to college to get that information. And that's why I say it is a balance, and this success is different for everybody.
Right.
But if you don't, you have to be dedicated to getting that, because it is free information. You just have to do more work to get that information. Right.
Some people might need direction, and so that's why they choose college, because they like the environment of structure, which is my experience. I enjoy structure. I'm a Virgo, you guys. I love intelligence.
Libra, team Libra.
I'm a Sag.
Oh Lord Jesus.
This is a nice
group. Okay.
But I crave structure. I do like authority, and it makes things work right in my mind. And so that's why school was so enjoyable for me. So I was trained to go to college because that's what my parents did, and I went to their alma maters. I went to my dad's high school. I went to my mom's college. And it's about bringing up that tradition and making sure that I'm worthy of handling what they already brought to the table, and making sure that I make sure my part is equally bound, and making sure that I keep the generation going. So my parents, they brought that structure to me, and so that's why I crave it so. But I know it's different for others. They don't have the same experience that I had, but I learned that possibly I could have taken different routes. I could have worked first to know like what I wanted to do, because I went to school for biology. Now I'm in a school, I'm in business, and I realized that through the Lord and through discernment and through prayer and figuring out, like, having good people around you and knowing, like, okay, are they helping me get to my next level, or are they hindering me from my success? Versus just like we're talking about now, going through society and telling them, like, you could have been doing this and doing that, or I could have been married and had children, or anything like that. Everybody's telling me their own success stories that they feel like they should put upon your soul, your spirit, but that's not what the Lord gave you. That's not the same spirit. So you have to go within yourself and think about who you are, what you want to be, and what's your vision. And when you make that conscious decision to follow your vision and just be powerful with it, Kevin Hart, he was just like, he told his mom, like, I want to be this comedian. And it was so powerful, even in that one sentence, like, I want to be this comedian. His mom was like, you have a year to prove to me that you want to be this comedian. And she supported him through that year, but he had to work. And now look at Kevin Hart.
Look at him now.
He went. He was saying, I didn't want to go to school, Mom. I want to be this comedian. And so, what do you have to do in order to be this entrepreneur, or this, lawn business owner, or this, this tech business owner? You have to get serious about your vision and then push yourself in order to get there. We all procrastinate. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, girl.
Okay.
Amen.
I know Kevin Hart procrastinated. I mean, he had kids and he got married and everything. Okay.
Yes, honey.
So he had his own little time. But we all gonna have our own time too. But it's about getting there.
Yes.
And being present in the time now.
Yes.
Because if you're too busy thinking about something that is not here yet, you will easily procrastinate. It's easy to procrastinate when you're not being present. Right.
We could have put this off to next week because we thought we had miscommunication. But the Lord was like, no.
Let's get it together today.
And you drive and you make it your way, because we believe in this issue. We are, Olivia and I were talking in the car, we were driving up. I mean, the whole conversation. When I tell you the conversation, we missed the exit, y'all.
It was so good. We had church in car.
In the car. It was crazy.
Car Chronicles, girl.
Car Chronicles. We're going to have to record that one time.
Car Chronicles.
But at the end of the day, we were really talking about things we were passionate about, and we didn't want to post anything that we weren't passionate about and that's going to help somebody else. A lot of these influencers, not saying all of them, but they influence you to buy these things that's not even, and do things
that are beneficial for them in their in their monetary gains, not necessarily because it's the best for you.
Right. And so we want you to develop this discernment that we have developed over our time of the progress that we've gone through and experiences. We've learned now what we're going to receive in our life, and we know what not to receive. And it's okay to say no.
And it's a process of always learning that, like, every day, because I can't say that I have learned that for, like, all of my life. But thus far, I have learned at this point right now where my boundaries are. And I feel like that's another thing.
And they're
like
ever changing, forever changing.
Right. But you have to just be able to set up your boundary and know what you're gonna, like, know where your willpower is and go for that and put up a boundary.
Because that's a perfect tie into your college experience. Tell us a little bit more about it.
So for me, the thing that, first off, I want to say, Shania, I just got like a whole new perspective. Like a whole new, and it just opened me up and I felt so good. So I definitely want to say that, because it is definitely important to be accountable for your children and who you bring into this world. And if there is a way that we utilize our energy in this world to get to this level of being successful and having our own businesses and being entrepreneurs, then I respect you so much for for wanting to go through those same things and then exceed and go beyond that for your generation.
Yes.
So
that reconditioning.
Yes.
I felt I
Yes.
want to give you a...
See why I love these two ladies right here?
So that right there just did it for me. So when I was thinking about myself as I was listening to you, and I'm like, okay, that's one thing that I noticed within certain traditions and certain backgrounds with different families. And some people, they wished for things, they wanted things, and they were not able to be successful, right, in what they feel is successful. They were not able to do that. So certain things are not being instilled in the families, and we're raising children and we're not instilling, you know, how to survive in this world, how to balance it out in this world, even as a millennial, because as time go on, you're going to tweak it to your way, and what success means may be different, but we have to hold ourselves accountable.
Yes.
Bless you.
And I feel like there's a lack of commitment in holding ourselves accountable and commitment to our success.
Right.
We always leave the success on somebody else's doorstep. Why we're not successful? Oh, this and that happened. Honey, nobody want to hear the side story. Period.
Right.
Okay. At the end of the day, each and every one of us has a story that'll make you be in tears, bawling like a baby. But at the end of the day, you have to hold yourself accountable to get to where you want to go.
Yes, own where you are.
Own it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But for me, I went to college, and it was, to me, it was like, okay, I need to go to college. I want to do this. High school was so easy for me.
Oh,
like
amen.
it was very easy.
I slept through my high school.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm like, college is gonna be easy. But the thing is, the way that I grew up, my family look at college as a good thing. You need to go to college, but then they don't have the
infrastructure to help support
they
you to go to
don't know
college.
because they have not gone through the full process.
Right.
And then the ones who have, you know, they push you and they give, and I'm thankful for those people that have, or those people that have been successful in their own way.
Yeah.
But when I got in there, I had no clue of the things I needed to pay attention to, the things I needed to focus on. Right. So, and then it was like a lack of accountability within myself, because I have to make sure that I notice if this is a decision that I'm going to make. But I took that and applied it to everyday life. If I'm going to go into this industry and make cupcakes, then I need to know how this business works. I need to know the market. I need to know those things. So that's what I took away from it. And I also took away that it's good to get that information.
You're tearing up because this is so like close to your heart.
I mean, it's just an experience that I definitely appreciate. You know, I appreciate that experience, and then when I go back or if I study more, then I will appreciate that at that time, no matter how I study.
Right.
Because you can just actively be studying life and the lessons that you're learning in every way.
Yes.
A lot of these CEOs they never even went to college.
Okay.
A lot of them, they want to hire people that have
that college
right,
degree, but they didn't go to college.
So you have to keep that in mind. And even if something wasn't passed down to you, like wealth or inheritance wasn't passed down to you, you have to create that. Right.
You can.
Right.
It's honestly, all of that is through steady reconditioning. That's every day. Reconditioning what you've been taught and what you've been told.
Right.
Oh my God, that was so powerful. I think I'm going to end it on that note because, honey, we could go on for days talking about this. And essentially, this vlog was about success and, you know, the ways about it and how to, you know, recondition yourself in order to gain that success or that lifestyle that you wish you have. I want to thank you, Nikki, for coming on board and the beautiful road trip. And I want to thank you, Miqua. Oh my God, we met each other through on trials and tribulations, honey. Working for another corporation
that did give a mess about us,
and making their dreams and their futures work.
We made the money. So much about ourselves, and it's amazing to be back.
We created that bondship.
Yes.
And honey, you will be seeing a lot more of them. I am currently in the works of getting a syndicated show on a TV network. So, guys, thank you so much for your time and for being here for the entirety of the video. If you know someone that can use this video, can help them shape their life in the way that they wish to go about doing so, please go ahead and share, like, subscribe. All their social media, assets such as Facebook, Instagram, everything will be located in the links below and as well as the end of the video. Bye, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Mwah.